Okay, so this is the Samsung Galaxy S22, the younger brother of S22 Ultra. Now we just covered the S22 Ultra and Mrinal has switched to it and you will be soon getting a video on it. But most people would be interested in Samsung S22 because in India, Samsung S22 is the most affordable Samsung flagship. It is available for 72,999. But on Amazon, you're getting 8,000 rupees discount, so you get it for 64,999. And at that price, it's a really good phone. I've been using the phone as my primary device only for 2 days as of now, so this is not a full review. We are yet to get the S22 Plus and it's still time to use the device more. But I can give you a short overview of it and answer all your initial questions, so please watch it till the end. So kind of a different video than unboxing, and we have already taken out the phone, and in the box all you get is paperwork, SIM ejector tool, USB Type-C to Type-C cable. That's it. Now the Samsung S22 and S22 Plus are literally the same device, but the main USP of S22 is the size. Like if you like one-handed compact phone, you will like the S22. Here, if you see the S22 in my hand, and for perspective, this is S22 Ultra, you can see the size difference between both the devices. And if you found last year Samsung Galaxy S21 small, the S22 is even smaller. Now you get a 6.1-inch 120Hz AMOLED display, gorgeous display by the way. You get 1300 nits of peak brightness, and outdoors under direct sunlight, the visibility is really good. But the S22 feels really compact because the bezels are smaller compared to the previous year. The phone is made slimmer and more compact. It weighs in like 168 grams. So people like me who like small phones will love it. And last year Samsung S21 had a plastic back. This year you get Corning Gorilla Glass Victus on the front as well as back. And you get an armor grade aluminum frame. Now does it scratch? Well, I would tell you practically, I've been using it for 2 days without case, cover or scratch guard, and it doesn't have any scratches up until now. Now an interesting thing is, see here, you get an ultrasonic fingerprint scanner which is way faster than normal under display optical scanner. But Samsung doesn't provide you a screen guard in the box, and if you use a random scratch guard or tempered glass, see here, the fingerprint scanner won't work. So you will have to buy a tempered glass from Samsung or an S22, S21 compatible tempered glass. And the camera is very interesting here. Unlike S22 Ultra, which had the same camera from last year, the camera on S22 and S22 Plus is upgraded. You get a 50 megapixel main sensor and a 12 megapixel ultra wide angle camera and a 10 megapixel 3x optical zoom camera. So now you can see in this photo there is very harsh sunlight behind Manu, and now when I click a photo, and you can see the dynamic range is really good. Like this is one of the few phones that can take such good HDR photos without any blooming effect. Overall, the HDR light control is really good on this phone. You also get the option to shoot portrait photos in 3x telephoto camera, and trust me, on 3x telephoto camera the portrait photos come out really good, like the background depth and the subject. You can see all these photos. The edge detection is also good. Also, you can record 4K 60 FPS on all 4 cameras, and you can also record 8K on the main sensor, but I don't think 8K recording is good for your storage. Also, we are walking in from harsh sunlight to shadows. You can also see the light control and exposure in video. And you get a 10 megapixel selfie camera that can record up to 4K 60 FPS, and here are some photo samples, and the dynamic range is really good. And even we took some portrait mode photos and the edge detection is quite good. Also, you can record portrait video, and the S22 and S22 Plus have the same camera setup. Now, software is something where Samsung is doing really good. You get One UI 4.1 based on Android 12, and Samsung has announced that you will be getting 4 years of Android updates and 5 years of security updates starting S21 series. So you will get Android 13, 14, 15 and 16, which is even better than what Google themselves offers. Now, you get all the Android 12 features like extracting colors from wallpapers to make a new theme. You can even apply the wallpaper color to app icons. It only supports Samsung app icons as of now. And you also have all the privacy features of Android 12. Like if I don't like sharing location with a third-party app, I can give it approximate location instead of the exact location. They also have changed the share sheet. So now if you frequently share photos to WhatsApp, you can just edit and bring WhatsApp up. But now let's come to the confusing part. Samsung has reduced the size of S22, but that has also caused battery size to reduce. So you only get a 3700 mAh battery on Samsung S22. S21 last year had 4000 mAh battery, and when I heard 3700 mAh. I was like, that would be very less battery life. But I've still used it for 2 days. I was able to game for half an hour or so, and I have got 5.5 hours to 6 hours of screen on time. On a casual usage, it really goes through the day for you. Initially, battery life is really good or above my expectation. In fact, the standby time of Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 is really great. So when you're doing a heavy task, of course, battery drains faster. But when you are not doing anything on the phone and is just lying around, the battery drain is almost nothing. Now, one thing to note is Samsung S22 supports 25-watt charging, whereas S22 Plus and S22 Ultra supports 45-watt charging. And in all the 3 cases, you will have to buy the charger. And now let's talk about the final confusion, Snapdragon 8 Gen 1. See, all Samsung S22 series come with Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 in India. It's only Exynos 2200 in Europe. And does Snapdragon 8 Gen 1 heat? Well, it was really good in the S22 Ultra. It had a cooling layer on the back, and now since this is a compact phone, there's no space for a cooling layer. So I ran a CPU throttling test for default 15 minutes and it throttled up to 65%. And I never do this, but I ran a CPU throttling test again without letting the device to cool down, and it again throttled to 64%. Now you have to understand, CPU throttling is a very heavy testing app. No game in real life will run all your CPU to 100%. So I've been playing BGMI for 2 days on the device to test it out. HDR settings, extreme graphics, like max settings you can get, and I didn't notice any lags or app crashes in the game. So in practical usage, this throttling doesn't show up. And we also reached out to Samsung, and Samsung said they will issue an update where you will have a performance mode. So for hardcore users, you will be able to run it on maximum performance. And in day-to-day tasks, it runs buttery smooth, browsing web, video calls, casual gaming, social media. So for an overall user, it's a fast phone. Samsung is also one of the few phones that have Samsung dialer. So one of the few phones that let you record calls without announcement. Now you get other flagship features as well. You get the same IP68 water resistance as Samsung S22 Plus and S22 Ultra. You also get the same 15-watt wireless charging. You can also reverse wireless charge other devices. You get all the important sensors, NFC, gyroscope, compass, etc. You also have same Knox security. You also get 16 bands of 5G, and you get really good carrier aggregation. I tried it both with my Airtel as well as JioSIM. And the haptic feedback on the device is really good. Like, I can't show it to you on camera. It feels good, like the dual haptic motor has different ring to it. Now, you tell me, how did you feel about the S22? For 64,999 with offers, S22 seems like a really good deal. Plus, you can also pay 1,000 extra to get Samsung Galaxy Buds 2 along with Samsung Galaxy S22, but that is only for pre-orders. So which S22 phone are you interested in? What are your questions? And we'll try to do a video answering all the questions for you, so you have the ultimate clarity. This is Ritik signing off. I'll see you pretty soon.